The Federal Reserve just raised interest rates by 0.5 percentage basis point rate hike, and you might be wondering, why did the S&P 500 pump a little bit and then kind of start to go red on the day? The Fed states that rate increases will continue to increase to bring inflation down to the 2% goal, and that they are not quite done yet. They are going to be raising interest rates for a longer amount of time, but staying with these small basis point rate hikes going forward. The S&P 500, in my opinion, is still not quite out of the bear market. It is still hovering on that $400 level. However, a positive thing to look at is that money is slowly being pumped back into crypto. You saw a little bit of a pump in Bitcoin. If this continues to happen, I think you will see the market have a little bit of a rally going forward, or at least a slow climb. The reason I watch crypto is because this tells me when institutions are ready to buy back into the market or not, and when things are slightly getting more stable. Yo, what is going on, guys? Audio Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Today we have some DD to go over regarding crypto, and then we are going to get into AMC, the numbers, the charts. All I ask in return is for you to hit that subscribe button because we are very close to 8,000 subscribers. Let's get right into the video. So FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried charged with fraud, and finally he was just denied bail. Also, based off of all of the charges, he could face up to 115 years in prison if convicted of all 8 counts against him. Do you guys think this is going to happen? Let me know in the comments down below. Prosecutors said that SBF donated to political campaigns to influence the direction of policies and laws affecting the cryptocurrency industry. However, he diverted customers' funds to donate to political campaigns. So literally, if you had money in FTX, the CEO just used your money to donate to political campaigns without your consent. Finally, the CEO of Binance has said that users' assets at Binance are all backed 1-to-1, and he also says that Binance will survive any crypto winter. They are super financially stable at the moment, and we know what happens when a platform says they're stable. Moving on, 8 social media influencers charged by the SEC for $100 million of stock manipulation scheme. They were found by the SEC to pump and dump penny stocks using YouTube and Discord. Finally, this is some huge news. Speaking of the SEC, Dave Lauer will be hosting a Twitter space with Gary Gensler this Friday, December 16th at 2 p.m. Dave Lauer says that the call will only focus on the rules and proposals announced by the SEC today, and no further questions will be asked to Gary Gensler. I think he doesn't want to be too pushy, and the fact that Gary's coming on, he wants to have that second chance in the future. But Dave Lauer said that the SEC proposed the most significant changes to U.S. market structure since Regulation NMS was passed in 2005. These proposals incorporate many of the ideas that we, the investors, presented to the SEC earlier and repeatedly this year. This is great. This is a step forward. Hopefully something happens. I'm not going to 100% count on the SEC, but so far it does look like we are moving in the right direction. Cross your fingers. Japan's banks could suffer 1.1 trillion bond loss if Bank of Japan pivots. Canada banned crypto leverage and margin trading today. Meta ended a $200 a month Lyft ride perk for its 76,000 employees. One of the world's oldest and biggest producers of gold bullion coins is unable to keep up with demand. A lot of central banks are loading up on gold as the currency drops. And finally, getting into AMC, Adam Aaron tweeted this: "I keep my word to look for more revenue streams. As promised, we now announce the new AMC Visa card filled with extra AMC Stubs rewards, early signups, enter a sweepstakes for a trip to join me at a red carpet movie premiere. Full details here." I'm gonna leave this in the comments for you guys. So AMC announced a co-branded credit card perfect for moviegoers and AMC shareholders. The AMC Entertainment Visa card enables AMC Stubs members to earn rewards faster through everyday purchases. So if you are an AMC Stubs member, early 2023, you can get an AMC Stubs credit card that you can use on everyday purchases like gas, dining, groceries, and more. And this is going to give you perks towards AMC theaters. I think this is a super dope idea, and it is also another revenue stream for AMC to potentially clear debt and go cash flow positive as a company. This is a great move forward for a fundamental perspective. Touching on some of the Ortex numbers before we get into the charts, the short interest is 18.58% of the free float. Personally, I don't buy that, but this is what Ortex shows us, and this is the platform that we have to look at right now. That is quote unquote the most trustworthy at the moment. Cost to borrow 22%. Ape's short interest has decreased 6.67%, and the cost to borrow at 7.44%, with utilization somehow dropping. Right right before we get into the charts, I just want to give you guys a chance to go win $60,000 and get up to 20 free stocks for literally doing nothing. If you use my link to sign up and download Moomoo on your phone or your computer, after you deposit your first dollar in your account, Moomoo is going to give you up to 20 free stocks, a chance to spin a wheel for an extra stock, a chance to win $60,000, and also free level 2 order book data. So there's absolutely no reason not to do so. I'm going to leave that link in the comments and pinned in the description. It takes 5 minutes, guys. This is the best promo I've seen so far with a platform, so make sure to go do that. Touching on the AMC's chart, we're still tracking with what I'm seeing. We're going to be moving slow. The market's moving slow, and what I see stepping back from a larger perspective is money is not moving around. There is a ton of money locked in AMC's play, completely locked in GameStop's play, and retail is not moving their money. So institutions are having more and more trouble taking money from retail, moving it around between pocket to pocket to pocket, and eventually it's going to become institution against institution instead of just them fucking over retail. And you can see this going forward with the way the SEC acts the longer money is frozen up. So keep having those diamond hands, guys. You guys are complete savages. I'm in this play till 0 or to moon, but based off of the charts, this is something that I'm looking at. It's just an updated version. However, I've been doing more charting, but it's not ready to bring out and show you guys. I still have to figure out a little bit more. This is one possibility I'm looking at, and before I release the second possibility to you guys, I do have to do a little bit more charting. But essentially, coming down to this 540 level, we didn't quite get there yet, and potentially even selling beneath it for a very short amount of time, not going under 460 before ultimately breaking back up and having that rip. So we are in this demand zone right now. Usually we don't stay in there too long. AMC bounces right back out, but we're coming down there, and I think we're going to break below this for a split second before potentially getting a rip higher. But again, guys, Costa Barro has to stop dropping. Tokenized securities has to disappear. SEC has to make moves, but we are starting to see a little bit of that come into fruition. The Costa Barro is not dropping as fast as usual. The SEC has now announced proposals, and they are coming on with Dave Lauer, and the SEC knows that Dave Lauer is a huge figure in the retail community. The fact that he's coming on, that is a great move forward. And what we have drawn out for AMC is literally just the bars pattern copy and pasted before the January run-up. And if we were going to do the same thing with GameStop, it is actually playing pretty similarly. We didn't have this drawn out in the cycle that we were actually tracking, but just taking a look at it, it does play out pretty similar. And one other thing to touch on is that when GameStop enters this zone that it is in right now, it doesn't stay there for too long. It doesn't like to at all. And it's pretty low for GameStop, especially when 50% of a free float is direct registered in general. So I would watch for a bounce on 1950 at lowest level for GameStop. And overall, I see more upside in GameStop than downside going forward. But ultimately, this is something that we would see if we saw that next rip occur. And if we saw the same thing that happened back in January of 2020 play out the way it plays out. But this is what I got for you guys for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching. Hopefully you found value out of the video. All I ask in return is for you to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment down below, and share the video. Love you all. Lottery Stocks out.